Hello. It's been a little while, but we're back. Another high tide imbibe, and tonight we got something somewhat newish from Propeller. I guess it's been around for about at least this version of it has been around for about 7 weeks or so. Um, I think I found some evidence of this being something they kind of like tested first, like just had it on tap for a little while until they finally decided we're going to make this a year-round thing. And that seems to be what they've done now. And that is Propeller Blonde Ale, 5% alcohol by volume. Um, and, outside of whatever test batches they've done, um, I think this is kind of the first time they've really done a blonde, as far as I can recall. Uh, I can't really think of anything they've done in the past that's really this. So, and of course, it's more of an appeal to mass market kind of thing, more of an appeal to uh, general consumers. Blonde ale is a very easy style to get into. It's usually the most super of well-rounded styles outside of the lager kind of thing. Usually, you don't have too many like you don't have any like super big notes dominating. It's like all kind of balanced and well-rounded, like I said. So they sell this in 12 packs and growlers. I think they sell it in 4 packs too, but I don't know. I was kind of checking the website and they didn't really have it listed on their website under 4 packs in anything I could access, like just going into the website. But then when I searched on Google, hey, you can go to a web page that they just maybe don't have a link to anymore on their actual website. But whatever, it doesn't matter. So let's pour this here now. 5% alcohol by volume. So, standard shit. Yeah, let's look at that. Looks a little brighter on the camera there, but it's basically a nice blonde color, golden straw color, however you want to say it. Definitely looks the part a little bit unfiltered, a little bit of haze there. Um, so getting into this, not expecting necessarily anything big, just kind of like simple, usually like a little bit of biscuity malt, grassiness, maybe some floral. Um, but the style does allow for like other things to happen. Like usually they'll say on the can like, oh, this is our raspberry blonde, and so, oh no, it's a blonde ale with like raspberry puree or something added to it, right? They don't say that. They just say blonde. So, kind of expecting a basic bitch beer. But I mean, if you do the style correctly, then it's, as far as I'm concerned, it's good. It's worth checking out. So, cheers. And I didn't even bother spelling it first. I should probably do that. I'm a little out of practice with this, I guess. Mm. Yeah, so light grassiness, a little bit of kind of a dry biscuity malt kind of thing coming up. It's not, I'm not getting any like sweet caramel notes or anything like that. It's a very light, pleasant, grassy kind of smell for the most part. Yeah, grass and biscuit, very straightforward. I've definitely had blondes from this region that are a little bit more floral, like a little bit more distinct. This is playing it a little safer, I think. But cheers. Okay. It's pretty much straight up classic blonde ale. They're not thinking outside the box or anything here. It's nothing it's in some weird radical direction. Um, it's oh, got my friend Paul here saying, "Cheers, brother. Cheers, you, sir. Hope you're doing well." Um, yeah, it's just a blonde ale. You know, um, it's got some good kind of like dry biscuity malt character in the background. It's got some slightly floral, like either from the yeast or the hops, kind of coming in a little bit, kind of grassy. Um, Nothing's dominating anything else. Like I was saying, usually these are pretty well rounded. They're pretty super balanced, and that's no different here. It's a highly approachable, highly drinkable, boring blonde ale, but easy to drink, easy to have around as a maintenance beer. Especially if you want something that's like a little bit upper light bodied, so it's got a little bit more heft than like your typical watery macro lagers, which would be sort of the lager equivalent of these things for the most part. Um, but yeah, this is all right. It does everything it's supposed to do. Um, I mean, style wise, I'd say it's about a 7.5. I've had some, like I said, I've had some better blondes, but it's up there. It hits all the style marks as far as I'm concerned. It just doesn't do anything super exciting or different. Um, and for my own personal preference, hmm, I could drink this all the time. I probably wouldn't gravitate towards drinking this all the time. There's other stuff I like as maintenance beers that are better than this. Um, so I probably won't buy another 12 pack of this now that I think about it. It'd probably be one and done for me. But I mean, if someone handed this to me, wouldn't say no. I'd be like, okay, sure, I'll drink it. So I'm going to sit at like 6.5. That's within the realm of may or may not buy again. Definitely won't buy again, but that's not me damning this beer or anything. It's not just given all the like exceptionally decent options that I have for like this sort of beer, this sort of like just everyday maintenance beer available to me in Nova Scotia already. Um, this is just another one of them that isn't quite as good. It's up there, but it's not quite as good. So it's like, yeah, I probably won't buy it again. I can buy like a bunch of different like pilsners and other stuff that um, are just as good, if not better. And that's kind of where it sits. But yeah, you might like it. Your speed may vary on this one. Like I said, it's like a 7.5 for style. So like if you want a good blonde ale, this is a good blonde ale. It's just not like an exceptional one. But it might do the trick for you. Depends on what you like. And we got CB Fall saying, "Hey Lee, cheers, you sir. Hope you're doing well." Paul's saying, "I'll probably try to brew up a hoppy golden ale this summer." Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, you see that's like a good example right there of something you can do. Like blonde ale is such a kind of bland style, but it's open to have like certain things added to it. So like in Paul's case, hey, I'll just add I'll add some extra hops, some fun hops, and see where it goes. I mean, that's something you can totally do with this thing, and it still kind of falls into the range of blonde ale, or it just becomes an IPA. Yeah, I think that's more depending on the alcohol. Oh, here's what Paul says: hops and honey. Well, there you go. I've had blonde ales where honey has definitely been added. to like, or at the very least, they've done something with like either the hops or with the yeast or the malt to make it have some like distinct honey like notes, right? Um, which is and sometimes that's just something you naturally can get of kind of like a standard blonde ale is like some more honeyed kind of notes as well. So, and see if all I'm doing very well. Thanks for asking. Oh, yeah, no problem. But yeah, that's all she wrote for this one. Again, 7.5 for style, 6.5 for my own personal preference. Yours may be different. Your personal preference might be way into this kind of stuff, and that's cool. I mean, that's what Propeller's trying to do with this. They're trying to appeal to a more generalized massive drinker base with this more safer, easy go-to kind of style. So, you know. Paul says, going to crush a few pints of my mild when I get. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. I envy that quite a bit. I'm a little jelly. I don't have any milds around. But yeah, I'm going to cut it here. I got one other beer to do. I'll probably be back in, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. And we'll do that, I guess. And then we'll call it a night for beer reviews. But thanks for watching, guys. And we'll see you again when we see you. Goodbye.